Hi everyone! Today we're going to complete an experiment that will help us learn about air pressure. If you'd like to try this experiment at home with your family, you'll only need 4 things: an empty plastic water bottle, a balloon, a bowl of hot water, and a bowl of cold water. Ready? Let's get started.
First, you're going to take your balloon and wrap it around the top of your bottle. Can you help me there?
Sure.
Now that you have the balloon on, with an adult, carefully dip half of your bottle into the boiling hot water and see what happens. It fills up with air. And then once we dip it into cold water, it deflates. I'm gonna do that again.
Careful.
Okay. How does it stay that way?
There we go. Okay. So, what happened in our experiment? We started with a bottle that was empty of water, but full of air. The air takes up space inside the bottle. We call the force of the molecules of air that are pressing on the inside of the bottle air pressure. Lots of things can change the amount of pressure of air in the container. And one of the most common is change in temperature. Temperature changes the air pressure by changing the density of molecules of air. And density is how closely packed together something is. When the temperature increases, the molecules of air move farther away from each other, making the air pressure increase, and we see that the air takes up more space because the balloon begins to inflate. And when the temperature gets colder, the molecules move closer together, making the air pressure decrease, and we see that as the balloon deflates. So in today's scripture reading, we learn more about the Sermon on the Mount and the different forms our faith can take to produce good outcomes. In our experiment, the presence of the previously invisible air was made clear when energy from heat was applied. And, just like the air, we cannot always see God, but we can often see His love through the ways it transforms us, just as we saw the presence of the air through the transformation of the balloon. So, how will you let God's love fill you, and in doing so, be made visible through you in the next week? Think about that, talk about it with your family, and we'll see you next week.